Hey guys, Ladell and Danielle Hart here. Welcome to our channel. We're House of Lave, and we're so excited that you took some time out to watch this video.
Yes, we always appreciate you guys taking the time to tune in and to watch these videos with us.
Because you can be doing anything else. You can be running, you can be exercising, you can be cooking, you can be with your kids, you can be doing all kinds of things. You can be in school right now. If you're in school, don't be watching this video, right? So cut it off, pause it, get back to your work, but then watch it later, all right? But so we looked back at some of our videos that we've done in the past, and we were trying to figure out, like, okay, what can we do today? And we thought about how much you guys like when we answer questions.
Mhm.
And we have a lot of questions. I mean, we were just kind of going through, and I said, let's try to go back maybe a month ago and answer some questions that we haven't had a chance to get to, or maybe they were kind of lost in the sauce. um, and let's go over them and talk about some different things, and
Mhm.
we'll see where it goes. We like these two because it just kind of freestyle, and we just go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So what
All
what
right.
are the questions that we have?
Okay. So we're gonna throw them up on the screen just like this. Boom. All right. All right. So our friend Stavros, please let me know, how do we say this, right? Because Stavros has been incredibly loyal. Um, They're always responding and communicating and engaging, and they ask incredible questions. So a long time ago, maybe about a month ago, they asked quite a few questions and never had time to get to them. So we're going to start with question one.
Mhm.
How do you guys deal with turning off the light switches on the Sabbath? Is there a physical method to overcome this issue? Yeah, so let's start there. How do we deal with turning off light switches on Shabbat?
Yeah. So when it comes to the lights on Shabbat, let me say this, before Shabbat comes in, we actually set our lights and the particular lights that we want set in our home. So, for example, we have a light in our bathroom. Well, it's kind of like how do I explain that? So it's separated from like the shower and toilet. It's like the area where like your vanity, where you can get ready,
Your
right?
closet.
So we have, yeah, it's like a master walk-in closet with sinks and stuff. But my point is, okay, that light, for example, we can dim it. So we dim that light before Sabbath to the setting that we want it on, and it stays like that. So we don't touch it, during Shabbat, we don't touch it at all. And then that goes for our bathrooms at in our entire house. So our kids' bathroom, the bathroom downstairs, which is our guest bathroom that stays on. Our kids, they keep their light. They'll keep like a dim light on, or my daughter, she has like a lamp and she'll cover it, at night. And so you just don't touch the lights after that. Once you do it before Sabbath comes in, and once Sabbath comes in, you do not touch the lights. So we just keep them on, and we actually got these things now that covers the light switch so that our kids, our small ones, since they're always in the habit of turning it off and on, they won't touch it.
Yeah, and I'll
Okay.
actually throw those on the screen as well. And these are really, really handy. They have a whole bunch of different kind.
Yeah.
There's some magnetic ones depending on what type of light switches you have, and there's a whole bunch, right? So just kind of explore, search. Amazon has a ton of them. And these are really good because, I mean, I still, when I go out, when I'm leaving out of the restroom, just by autopilot, my hand just kind of, and I have to kind of. But when I see the little covers on the switches, I'm like, great
It
reminder.
helps. It's a great
It's a
reminder, yeah.
great reminder.
And that goes with our refrigerator as well too. Some people have actually Sabbath setting refrigerators
Hmm.
where the lights will come off, and then we have a magnetic thing where ours you have to put magnetic things on top, and it sets the lights
Yeah,
off.
cuts lights off,
Yeah.
right? Because when it's problematic
Hmm.
if because every time you open the refrigerator, lights come on, right? And so on the
Hmm.
Sabbath, that's problematic. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say I saw another conversion story, and this was a big struggle. What do you recommend? We teach our kids the halacha or Jewish law around these certain things, right? The laws of the Sabbath,
Mhm.
and then and then we just do it. It's not a big deal like that.
And that's the beauty of your conversion process, right? It's the whole point is to be able to get used to those things, to create a habit so that when you do convert,
Yeah,
you're ready, you're prepared. And so that's basically what we've been doing is, preparing our children, preparing ourselves. And that's why it's important as if you act as if you're already a Jew,
yeah,
right? During this process.
that's
Yeah.
it. Then she asked, "What is your favorite Jewish prayer and Jewish phrase? Phrase. That's not a word. Phrase in your life, in your everyday life. Why exactly? Thank you for answering in advance. Thank you so much for your incredible questions. So, favorite Jewish prayer? You have one?
Yeah, I mean, I think mine is honestly Modayani, which is our morning prayer when the first thing that you say when you wake up, because there's an opportunity that you couldn't have woken up that,
Yeah.
right? And so to be the first thing that you're doing is thanking God for waking you up, right? And having another day. So that's my favorite prayer. And then as far as phrase, I don't know. I don't know my favorite.
She's gonna when I say mine, she's gonna agree with mine. I know. I already know because it's kind of what we've been on lately. But my favorite,
Oh, yes.
you want to say it?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
I'll let you say it.
My favorite Jewish prayer is the Amidah, which is
Mm.
the standing prayer or Shemona Esrei. So I really love Shemona Esrei because that particular prayer contains all of a person's like daily needs, because a lot of times we don't really know what we should ask God for. And so that's the beautiful thing about why we have a prayer book, right? A Siddur. This particular prayer, this section of prayer, it has everything. It's praying for the needs of your community and protection over yourself and for your family. It's a beautiful, beautiful prayer. So I love Shemona Esrei. And my everyday motto, my quote, my phrase is
Our
our phrase is, say it with me:
love
love
your
your neighbor
neighbor
as
as you
yourself.
love
I told you.
yourself.
I told you, right? And she wasn't just waiting for me. Like she knew exactly, what that was. But that's it.
Yeah.
That is what we live by. Love your neighbor as yourself,
Yeah.
right? That is what the Torah is built on. We can be we can know all of Torah. We can be the greatest Torah scholars, studying day in and day out. But if we don't love each other, none of that really matters,
Yeah. Absolutely.
right? Because
Yep.
how do we apply, right? When you're are you just learning to be learning? You have to apply
Mhm.
all of that knowledge, all of that wisdom to something, and you have to be able to treat everybody right, treat everybody with love and respect and care. And so it's just a great reminder. And plus, our last name is Hart, right? And so that's why we got House of Lave, the heart there, and I thank Hashem for that name. It's a reminder every day of our life.
That's right. Absolutely. This is from Gideon G, and they asked, "Are you converting through Chabad?" And we're not. We're actually converting through our Orthodox shul. Um, we love Chabad. Chabad is, we're so grateful for Chabads because they're everywhere. You can literally be in Costa Rica, you can be in Nigeria, you can be many places. So if it wasn't for Chabad, I mean, people wouldn't have, places to
That's right.
connect.
That's right.
And so we're truly grateful for that. But no, we're not converting through Chabad.
Yeah. Boom. That's
Yeah.
it. Okay. Next question is from Rivka.
Mm.
She said, "Hi, I am a convert who did not get the proper foundation. Any suggestions on what to learn to build this foundation that leads to freedom?" Beautiful
Mm.
question. and we've been seeing a lot of Rivka's messages pop up lately, and she says some very very beautiful things. So thank you so much for your
Yes.
support. Thank you for watching our videos,
Yes.
and
Thank you.
we're glad that they are helping in some way. So Baruch Hashem. So how do you build the foundation? I'm very very thankful for rabbis, because those are our leaders. Those are the people that are taking us up under their wing to be able to help guide us and to show us the way.
Hmm.
And so I would recommend starting there, is to connect with your rabbi. If you don't find one, if you don't have one, that's a different story.
If Rivka, if you can do this, maybe elaborate a little bit more on that question. Like maybe you can even, if you don't want to send it in the comments, but you can email us.
Hmm.
Our email is at a house of lev at gmail. And so that will kind of give us a little bit more understanding to your question as well, because you said you didn't get the proper foundation. So maybe just elaborate just a little bit more on that.
I would also stay. I would also say starting with basics. I think about our process that we've been going through, and we're building the foundation. We're learning about the how to say the right blessings over food. We're learning how to navigate our way through a prayer book, a siddur. So I would go back to basics. I would go back to basics. I would learn all the laws around Shabbat, and just take it one piece at a time. When you look at these 613 commandments, when you look at it as 613 commandments, to a lot of people that can be very very overwhelming. It's like, how in the world am I ever supposed to do this? There's no way possible. So you take it, you say, okay, I want to learn this for a week or a month, and I'm going to focus on just the laws of blessings, the laws of brachos, and you just stick with it, right? And you just kind of take your time, and boom. See, the beautiful thing about Judaism is that there's no cutoff point as far as when you stop learning. You learn
Exactly.
forever.
Hmm.
You learn forever.
There's always something new to learn in Judaism. That's
Yeah.
what we learn every single day. Every day is a new day of learning,
Yeah.
which is beautiful.
We actually had an interview today with somebody that's very very awesome. And for those that don't know, we're the host of one of Aisha's new podcasts. It's called Talk Jewish to Me, and we interview some of the most incredible people. There's already 3 episodes out. We'll put the link in the description as well. We interviewed Dr. Henry Abramson, who was like the go-to history guy. We
Excuse me.
interviewed Rabbi Tovia Singer. Everybody should know who that is. If not, you should know who that is. And our last one that we've just put out was from an incredible writer and just an incredible human being. Her name is Kylie Ora LaBelle. And so those are 3 episodes that are out, but we've had just the most incredible conversations. My point is, we had an interview today with someone, and they were talking about how they converted to Judaism 30 years ago. And so this person is just getting ready to start seminary, and they're going to seminary for a little bit so they can learn. And we were just so touched by that, because the she just proved that you don't have to be a certain age to learn or to stop learning. It's like your learning is continual.
Well, and she specifically said, like, she learns something every day. There's always a way to connect and to just learn. And I think as well, her mentioning seminary, she's actually a mother of five. You'll learn
Hmm.
about this when you guys watch the podcast. It's amazing. But she's a mother of five, and the fact that these many years later wants to go to seminary, I'm like,
Beautiful.
I can do that.
Beautiful.
Like
Yeah.
I can do that. You're not too old, like he said. So that's very, very beautiful to hear.
Beautiful. So I want to throw up 2 messages. These aren't questions necessarily, but these are messages that just warm our hearts. So There's a message here from Tanith Broom. Thank you so much. She said converts are God's gifts to people. God's gift to sorry. She said converts are God's gift to Jews. Your neshama was always Jewish, and hearing about your journey makes me love Judaism even more. It helps me reconnect to my Judaism. Welcome home.
Mm,
That's beautiful, right? That makes us just feel so warm, so awesome, that you would take the time to write something like that. Thank
yeah.
you.
We always want to acknowledge comments like that because that means a lot to us, especially,
Yeah,
going through a conversion process and to hear, your other Jews tell you like, welcome home.
yeah,
You've always been a part of the people. That's beautiful. And that's what we love just about the Jewish people is there's so much love. So thank you.
yeah. Yasser, yeah, Yasser. Sorry if I'm
It's probably Yasser.
Yeah, Yasser. But they're always communicating as well with us, leaving great messages. They said shalom. Thank you very much for sharing your beautiful videos. God bless you both and your beautiful family as well. Also for giving me the desire to wake up early in the morning and pray and read the Torah and to assimilate a Jewish way of life. Once again, thank you very much for your kind efforts and sharing your videos. So like that right there, that's to hear people say that they would listen to one of our videos and it makes them want to get closer to God. What more? What more can you ask for?
Mhm.
Like that's everything to hear. And that should be the goal in life for everyone is to get closer and closer to God.
Yeah.
So if you were able to do that, to draw closer by watching our videos, then that's more reason, more encouragement for us to keep going and keep putting out videos.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, so we have another question, and this is from Leanne Lloyd. Hi, Leanne.
Hello.
Thank you for your comment. She said, "Hi, I just came across your channel. Love your story. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask you all. I wanted to ask, did you all think about becoming Noahides, or was converting to Judaism the only way for you all? Blessings to you and your family."
Good question.
Very good question. We actually did. Kind of, I guess, live as a Noahide, but that was really a short time frame because we didn't even necessarily like claim like, oh, we're Noahides, but we were living like a Noahide
Yeah,
basically.
yeah,
Um, and everything kind of happened from like this to, oh, we're converting. So I would say yes, a little bit of a time frame. We were living like a Noahide, and then we made the decision to convert.
yeah.
Yeah.
And for those who don't know, a Noahide are people who live according to the laws of the laws of Noah. And Noah was given a handful of laws for humanity to govern themselves by. And I'll throw them up on the screen here. By keeping these 7 laws, a person is good. You don't have to convert to Judaism. Converting to Judaism is not a requirement or anything like that. So God just requires humanity to keep these 7. You keep these 7, you got a place in the world to come, and you're good to go, right? And so we were living like this. That meant not worshiping any other gods. And, obviously we disconnected ourselves from Christianity or whatever. So, yeah, we were living as Noahides for a bit. And then we just kept digging because we just wanted more. And we fell in love with the Torah. We felt in our hearts that we wanted to keep more than 7. Maybe some people think that sounds crazy. It's like, why 7? 613, and so that's just our that's just our personal journey, and it just it felt right, and we feel that this is the route we're supposed to go.
Absolutely. Okay, so we have another question, and this is from, I hope I'm saying this right, Good to Be Blessed. Thank you for your question. Thank you for your lovely comments. And she asked how I fully enjoy this video, a daughter in my head. Now, while I'm neither Jewish nor Muslim, I do, however, wear head coverings as a believer, and I love them. My only problem is they always fall off. So let me just pause right there. There's more to her question, but I get that a lot. People ask, okay, so how do you, how is your tickle staying on here? Like, how is it not sliding off of your head? And so there's a thing that's called a shaper, and the shaper, or some people call it like what is it called? There's another name for it, but we'll just stick to shaper. So the shaper, I've ordered it on Amazon. You can get them at different like head wrap places. I also know that the little Tijol lady, if you look her up on Instagram, she sells them as well. I got mine on I got mine on Amazon, and it is the best investment that you can ever invest in, as far as if you're going to wear head wraps and head coverings, because it does keep it in place. So hopefully that answered that question, your first one. And so she said, she asked, where did I order it? And I've always been baffled by how I see women with coverings and they've never moved. Haha. Now I know why. Thanks so much. So yes, that's where I got it. Hopefully I answered your question. Thank you for asking the question. And hopefully that helps. So when you invest in these, and what's cool about the shaper is because it has a velvet like piece, and that velvet piece is what keeps it in place so that it doesn't move off of your head and doesn't slide.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
And so that's it for today, or tonight. I mean, it's really late. It's almost 12 o'clock midnight. I know some people may I'll be looking at my. I know maybe some people have been looking at my eyes. They might look heavy. I apologize for that, but I'm here.
I was actually gonna say, like, we were gonna apologize if we look very tired. We've had such a long day, and I am at like the end almost of my pregnancy.
Yeah,
And so, we're cramming a lot of things in, but we just want you guys to know, like, we're still pushing through, but just know, like, we have long days. We've had long.
long days. And I'm sure you probably see the video slowing down, right? So sometimes we were pushing out 2 to 3 videos a week, and so it's been a kind of little bit back and forth on that, and it's because we have a lot going on in our home, and again, getting ready for baby. We have 2 kids that are older. We have a bunch of little ones, and we have careers. We have other so it's a lot going on, but we here. We ain't stopping.
Yes.
And thank you for being patient with us. And let's see.
And we love this. This is why we're going to do it with our eyes being droopy and
Boom.
tired, because we love, we love,
We
we
love it.
love doing this. So
That's right.
thank you
So
to our viewers. Thank you
yeah,
for our supporters, people who always have our back, our
thank you.
community that
Thank
has
you
our back on here. So thank you so much. We love you guys very, very much.
very much. So if you enjoy videos like this, please consider subscribing, share these videos, and it helps us. It helps us. The more people that see the videos, the more it helps our channel as well. It helps our family, which ultimately helps all of you guys as well. And I think let me see, and I think that's it. So be sure to tune in for the next one. Turn on your notifications so that you always know when another video is coming out. And so with God's help, we'll be putting this video out. See, I'm tired. We're putting this video out
You can edit that.
tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for everything. Thank you for being amazing. We love you guys. Have a good night. Have a good morning, depending on what part of the world you are in. And thank you so much for everything. Have a good
Yes.
night.